Good evening to you all. Today, the chapter for class 9 is tissue. Yesterday, we were going through tissue only, but yesterday our topic was simple tissue. Today, we will see complex tissue in the plant. Yesterday, we have seen simple tissue, that is parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Today, we will see the complex tissue in plant, that is the xylem and the phloem. The xylem and the phloem are known as complex tissue because they are made up of many cells, more than one cells, or we can say they are made up of many cells, but these cells are functioning as a unit. These cells are functioning as a unit. That is why they are only responsible for single function, that is xylem for conducting of water and minerals and phloem for the conducting of food. But they are complex tissue because they are made up of more than one tissue. Now, the main function of the complex tissue, this complex tissue, is that though they are made up of many cells, but these many cells are functioning in a single way. Means they are having only individual function. That is, xylem will conduct the water and minerals, phloem will conduct the food. Though they are made up of many cells, but the function is just a single function they are doing. And the secondary function like giving strength to plants is the different thing, but the major function is to conducting. Xylem and phloem are also considered as the vascular bundles. Vascular bundles means the conducting bundles. Like in our body, the vascular tissue is the blood. Similarly, in the plant body, the vascular tissue is the xylem and the phloem. That is, they are conducting the things which are required for the plant, which are required for the growth of the plant. Now, starting with xylem first. Xylem are having four parts: tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, and xylem fibers. Tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, and xylem fibers. Out of this, only xylem parenchyma, only the third point, xylem parenchyma is living. Only xylem parenchyma is living. Rest all are non-living. Only xylem parenchyma is living, rest, that is tracheids, vessels, and fibers, are non-living. Now, starting with the tracheids. Tracheids are slender-like structure. Slender means thin and elongated. Slender means thin and elongated. Slender-like structure. That is the tracheids. They are thin and they are elongated. So, these tracheids are generally made of lignin. Means tracheids, though they are made up of dead cells, I repeat, tracheids, though they are made up of dead cells, but they are lignified. They are having lignin. In the previous video itself, I have said about lignin that it is a gum-like material which packs the cell. It's a gum-like material which packs the cell. So here what happens, the lignin in the tracheids will pack up the tracheids, and thereby it will solidify and make the tracheids rather very much tougher, so that the tracheids could conduct the water and mineral. And the connection of the tracheids will be like this, end-to-end connection, end-to-end, like this. So I can use my finger also. The tracheids are having this end-to-end connection, one-to-one. Okay, I hope it's clear with the tracheids. Next one is the vessels. Vessels are also the dead cell of the xylem, but the structure of the vessel is just like a pipe. So the vessels will be attaching to each other like a pipe-like connection. Like a pipe-like connection. Here we cannot use the end-to-end term because pipe, they are not connecting with the end-to-end. They are directly connected to each other. So that's the reason why in tracheids we are using end-to-end, because it's not a pipe-like structure. But vessels are pipe-like structure, that's why they are connected end-to-end. That's why they are connected like a pipeline. So for tracheids we are using end-to-end word, and for vessels we are using like a pipeline structure because their shape is like a pipe. Now, this is what about the vessels. Now, what is the main work of vessels? Vessel will conduct water more than the minerals. I said tracheid will conduct the water and minerals both, but vessel will conduct water more than the minerals. Means more water and less mineral it will conduct. We cannot say it will not conduct mineral. The mineral quantity will be less in vessels. Now, talking about the xylem parenchyma. What is the main function of the xylem parenchyma? The xylem parenchyma will store the water and the mineral. as well as it is also has a property that if some damage has been done to the phloem part, xylem parenchyma can store the food also sometimes, but not for all the plants, only for the plants those are well developed. Only for the plants those are well developed plant, not for the small plants or small gymnospermic plant like ferns and all. It will not take place there. Only for the well developed plant, the xylem parenchyma may store food also, but its main function is to store the water and mineral. Next one comes the xylem fibers. The main function of the xylem fiber is to help the plant for the support. It will give the mechanical strength to the plant. Mechanical strength to the plant means any kind of severe wind, severe blow of wind, or any kind of typhoon, any kind of cyclone kind of wind, if at all it is striking the plant, it will not allow the plant to uproot easily. It will not allow the plant to uproot easily. So the main function of the xylem fiber is to hold the plant, to make a proper grip. To make a proper grip, it will just hold the plant under the soil. I hope it's clear. This xylem fiber. This is what about the xylem. Next we will talk about the phloem. Phloem will conduct the food material. Now, one part we must understand properly. When we are talking about xylem, the xylem will conduct the water and mineral only from the roots to the upper part of the plant. But phloem will conduct the food from the bottom to the top also, and from top to bottom also, wherever it is required by the plant. Means phloem will have both the directional flow towards the gravity, as well as against gravity. Against gravity also it will go, against gravity. Towards gravity also and against gravity also the phloem may move. But xylem will only move against the gravity. It will not move towards the gravity because it has to carry to the upper part. So it will always move against the gravity. But phloem, both the direction, towards as well as against. Now, I hope the xylem is clear. Next one is the phloem. In phloem we can see there are 4 parts, just like xylem. Sieve tubes, phloem parenchyma, companion cells and phloem fibers. Just like the xylem, it is also having the 4 parts: sieve tubes, phloem parenchyma, companion cells and phloem fibers. But when we will start discussing on phloem, we'll start with sieve tubes and companion cells because they both are interrelated to each other. How? The sieve tubes, especially this area, it is made up of living cells. Now, in xylem, what I said, except xylem parenchyma, all are dead, all are made up of dead cells. But in phloem, the thing is just opposite. Except phloem fiber, all are living. Except phloem fiber, all are living. Means sieve tubes, phloem parenchyma cells and companion cells. They all are living cells. But only phloem fibers is dead. This tissue or this cell of the phloem part is dead. Rest all are living. So talking about the sieve tubes, what we have found here is the sieve tube, inside the sieve tubes, which is made up of living cells. There is no lignin and no other material for packing because it's a living cell. So in the sieve tubes, what we have seen, the sides of the sieve tubes, especially this side of the sieve tubes, we can find small minute pores. Since this is sieve tubes, I can show you the sides of the sieve tubes are having pores, and this is known as the sieve plates. This is known as the sieve plates. Now, these sieve tubes will be in contact with the other sieve tubes also through these sieve plates only. These pores, perforated means the pores. The pores in the sieve tubes are known as the sieve plates. Now, the cytoplasm of the sieve tubes, cytoplasm of one sieve tube will be in complete contact with the cytoplasm of the other sieve tubes through this sieve plates only. That is, through this pores only, because pores allowing the cytoplasm to have a good contact with each other so that the food can be transported well. Next one is the companion cell. One more thing, this sieve tubes does not have any nucleus. This sieve tubes does not have any nucleus. But when these sieve tubes mature, the nucleus will completely dissolve out. Means they may or may not have sieve tubes they may or they may not have the nucleus in the sieve tubes when the sieve tubes are young. When the sieve tubes are young, they may or may not have the nucleus. But when they will mature, the nucleus will automatically dissolve out so that to reduce the space. I repeat, the sieve tubes at their young age may or may have the nucleus. But when they will mature, they will lose the nucleus. Why? The reason is only one, so as to increase their space for the transport of the food. So as to increase their space for the transport of the food, it will be devoid of nucleus. Now, going to the next, companion cells. The sieve tubes and companion cells are very much close to each other. This companion cells will have the nucleus so as to carry out the metabolic function of the sieve tubes. That's the reason why the sieve tubes and the companion cells are known as sister cells. They are known as sister cells. The reason is that sieve tubes helps the companion cells so as to conduct their metabolic activity, because companion cells consist of nucleus and all the metabolic activity of the sieve tubes will be conducted by these companion cells. All the metabolic activities, even the cellular functions also, the companion cells has to help the sieve tubes to conduct the food material also. Now, coming to the next, phloem parenchyma cells. Phloem parenchyma cells are the cells which will hold the food, which will store the food in the form of starch within itself. Just like the xylem parenchyma was doing, no? It will hold the water and minerals. Similarly, the phloem parenchyma cells will hold the food. In the last point, the phloem fiber. The phloem fiber shares the same function with the xylem. Just like the phloem parenchyma stores the food, xylem parenchyma stores the water and mineral, and in some plants I said that xylem parenchyma may store food when the phloem is not working. When the phloem is not working, but not in the gymnospermic, only in the big trees. Now, this xylem fiber and phloem fiber shares the same function, that is, they will provide mechanical strength to the plant so that the plant could not be easily uprooted. Go through the text, match it with the video and try to understand it.